Hey you guys, how are you? Casper here with a Twitter update. 10 minutes of me just showing what I've been posting on X for the past few days, but also what I have been retweeting and found interesting. So again, if you like the content, guys, go to my YouTube, subscribe to here on X, but also on the Substack, where I do the daily updates within basically the entire commodity complex. With that said, guys, let's do this. Cool. First off, we have coal here, an update. This is a retweet of, no one is talking about coal here, but I think if we start to trade north of 115, then coal is on the move and is in a pure bull market once again after basically, you can see here, 3 years of going into for a massive, massive retest here. And also I just did a video on this +2 coal stocks on the Substack and on YouTube. You can check it out for free. Interesting here if we can get that clear of 115 on coal, right? That is really, really interesting to see. Also here, silver from the big time frames, we're talking 100 years and more, down to the very small time frame, 5 minutes. Um, is the first domino of resistance about to fall for silver, and that is a short-term resistance that I think if that gets triggered, which it is about to now, we could see, the bigger move into the 40s. So this could be the precursor of that whole thing. Grady, a must guy to follow in my book as well. Really, really good. Been posting that platinum will break out soon, and it is happening now. So platinum has broke out on the weekly time frame, and it's now in the making of doing it all on the bigger time frames, the monthly, the quarterly, the yearly. And I agree, it looks really, really, really good. And yes, this is the big breakout on the long time frames, where you're breaking a 4-year wedge pattern on platinum. Platinum will have multi-year of bull market ahead of us, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a very, very strong uptrend, and yeah, this is the moment for platinum. I'm 100% convinced of that, of this take as well. Same with Grady. Silver divided by the dollar index. Again, an important measure. In early 2024, silver broke out from its first major resistance when measured against the dollar index. So this is here 1 year ago, big break, right? We have the highs of 2011. Then you have the highs of 2020 plus resistance here across. And now we are there again, trying to break above the 2020 highs and the big bear market level over here, which is the exact same. If we break above there, you have taken out two major resistances for silver against the Dixie. Again, that is very nice to see, and that is a big milestone to get above and break out from. Hence, by the way, what we are seeing on silver today, on silver, in US dollar terms. So really cool thing there. SIL, that's the Global X Silver Miners ETF. So this is the big guys, the majors. And unfortunately, as always, we only have 15 years of data. But it is actually enough to give us a very, very good view of what is about to happen, because no matter where your starting point is, you can see on the quarterly that we're about to break out from these two trend lines, meaning the silver miners are even more bullish. We turned really bullish again 1 year ago when gold broke out, in US dollar terms, but also against inflation. Silver broke above the 26. That's also when this trend line going down here, that's when the miners, and we said on Substack, hey, this is the time for miners and to start looking for longs. And we have done that for a long time, and we are getting rewarded. And a break of here, and we will get even more rewarded when that happens. So really cool to see. Here we have gold on the 6 hourly, so a break above 3,350. Again, I have to learn to say three before two. Again, we've been 2,000 for so long, and now it's 3,000. It's actually incredible. for gold, should take out gold above all-time highs. Over the past 1 to 2 months, we have been seeing a very bullish price action that points to further upside. So we had this little mini blow off top here. And yes, on the Substack, it was given that this is most likely a local high, a big local high. And we have been both liking ever since, basically. Very bullish price behavior. Nothing really bearish about it, where we are getting worried. And for now, this both like here is fully intact. And yeah, gold looks really good on all time frames, basically. The monthly, the weekly, the daily. I don't have anything to really be worried about. Yes, if you go down to the 2 hourly or 5 minute, you will see, some bearish trends, of course. But again, the long-term picture for gold, stunningly good. Silver on the 6 hourly. If this red triangle, breaks to the upside, that would be, in my book, the early sign that silver is about to break its previous 6-month high, the sideways chop, excuse me, and go to the 40s. So this is also what I've been saying in my recent video for silver that I mentioned initially, that this red triangle here could very well be, if we break above, which we are doing now, the precursor, the first domino, by the way. Then the second here is this 1 month blue sideways. This one here is a 6-month basically sideways. And once we start to trade north of 34.5, boom, we're going to go to the blue, which is 40. And we can easily overshoot. So this little red here, that's when I mentioned the first domino, that's the first domino in my book that could trigger this whole thing to go way higher. Very interesting on silver as we speak. Uranium, here we have URA, a monthly line chart, and this was posted yesterday. But again, if we close here, we have a few trading days left. This will be the highest close in over 10 years, actually 12 years for the uranium miners. And yeah, that's always good. What a run we have had for the past week here. Of course, fueled a little bit by the Trump news with regarding to boosting the uranium, the nuclear, sector by fourfolds, basically joining China, which they are going to do the same. So uranium, nuclear is just as clear as a bet long term as it gets, basically, in my book. And I have been bullish ever since late 2020. That's when I purchased maybe 80% of all my uranium stocks. And then later on, I've been adding, here and there. But 80% of my stuff has been bought late 2020. Just here, actually. Then we popped, and then we went. So I think there's way more to come. I think the U.UN is about to break its almost 18-month bull flag. When that happens, the spot price will get reignited to the upside. There's a whole lot of good things right around the corner. Nvidia here divided by gold on the weekly. So Nvidia is currently in a weekly downtrend versus gold. So you can see here we had the uptrend, right? The breakage. Meanwhile, we had this wedge pattern. So we were going sideways, breakout, back test, and break down. So we have made a lower low on the weekly and no higher high. So as we speak here, Nvidia, yes, I know it's going to open up 5% plus today. But again, until we see anything else, we're still in a weekly, downtrend, you can say, in this ratio. Last one here, I promise you. This is again data going back 50 years, 60 years, because in TradingView, you only have almost 15 years. Here I have gathered 60, and this is the uranium spot price. This is the high in 1978, 2003, 2009, 7, excuse me. So you have these 2+2 big nodes here making the wedge pattern to the upside, and we should go to somewhere around here over the next few years, taking us to roughly 300, 400. This is log scaled, so yeah, there should be way more upside in uranium and its spot price. And here we have the CPI adjusted uranium spot price, and you can see here this is where we are now. we still have 100% to get to the highs of 2007, right around here. And you could argue again, it's not like a double bottom or like a head and shoulders here. This is not log scale. That's why I think it's okay, fair enough. But this could be some cup and handle, even though it's not textbook setup. So, oh, and here we have it, by the way, the U.UN bull flag here, close to breaking out. So when that happens, spot price, uranium sector will do even more. So that is all that I have for you. Again, remember to subscribe here on X/Twitter, on YouTube as well, but also the Substack, where again we do the more in-depth stuff and daily updates on stocks, sectors, entries, stop loss, targets, and all that good stuff. Have a great day. It's been a pleasure, guys, as always. Cheers.